even now, I'm still learning how to do better on the production front. I've learned a lot over the past few years and I'm still making mistakes, but I think now a lot of what I'm working on is starting to stick. Hello everybody, my name is David, you can call me Zen, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Rise. The previous episode, I talked a lot about my inner woes as a creator and just like my thoughts on the Let's Play space while we're tracking through the Waterlands back there. We made it to the city of Pelesian. This time, we are basically going to be continuing on and trying to see if we can find Shion probably in the castle somewhere. We got a long ways to go though. And I almost forgot how to sprint. Don't mind me. Let's get this cutscene started. Let's get this started and hot. Let's get it started in here. Don't mind me. I'm such a goofball. Considering the atmosphere, I think I needed a little bit of the lighthearted vibe, though. Gorgeous looking city, by the way.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
I don't think they're willing to ambush us, if only because they welcomed us in quite literally.
Right up to it then? That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it! That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
I think the previous lord probably had a setup that was similar to what we've seen in the past. Probably. But then once Vholran took over, he has a very, very structured way about how he's doing things.
What's going on?
So I had noticed these masks right off the bat because we were talking about Alphen's mask a lot right before this and how it was like suppressing his like memories and kind of like some thought processes that he had. But I thought that something similar was going on with the people on the boat.
Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Like I said, they're just stripped of their free will because that's just the type of guy that Vholran is. You know, he's just a hypnotism girly. You know, he's trying to be mother, but Almeidrea was mother until Vholran killed her. So does that mean like the mothership just transferred over, so Vholran is now mother?
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Dahnan slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to.
Anytime we're in a city with this type of architecture and style, just remember that everything is like more messed up.
Off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, it might be in the mood to give us some answers.
I was like, I don't know. If they were ignoring like, I missed the chest the first time I was there. I missed out on some free chicken. Can we talk about that? First time I was here, I missed out on free chicken. I really need to actually... I probably should have done this when I was here before. I mean, not here, but with the camper guy before, and actually like maybe made it more of a deal to focus on gathering some more ingredients, because
Where the hell did all the Danans
I don't know,
and
it's
Lenins
they're
go?
just ingredients are good to have. I think cooking plays a much grander part in this Tales in comparison to the other titles. I mean, to be fair, this Tales was a very drastic departure from how a lot of the other Tales games were kind of, I don't want to say run, but were run. Because cooking before was just like, oh, a nice little heal after the battle. Oh, some stat boosts here or there. No, this one is, the XP is increased. You can get more rare materials here, like a little bit of everything.
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Honestly, he has a pretty straightforward system going.
Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived!
Nah, I don't think they can hear you.
Stop! You'll die!
Up, not even, if Law can't break it, nobody can. I just love our little, I want like, I don't know if there's been a Tales game yet where there's been more of a calm and collected, punchy character. They've always been like the hot-headed, I'm going to beat your butt
Just happened.
type.
We're being summoned.
Summoned by that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Xion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Ray Chase said his rent was due when he was given
this is
Alphen
not
for this
your
game.
fault.
Like,
Don't
golly.
give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going.
I think I mentioned this in another video, but I do like this more cynical. I guess cynical might be the right word. Cynical take on Alphen now that he's had his memories back. It's been very interesting to see kind of how he's still like a good guy, like justice is at heart, but he's aware that he's caused a lot of hurt on Lenegis as well, or allegedly caused a lot of hurt on Lenegis as well. So he's trying to make right, and I really like that. So let's go ahead and watch this next skit.
All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
Because that's probably the only thing that they're allowed to think is following orders, and they're just being mentally
The only thing
conditioned.
they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
God, I really like Alpha. I was like, yeah. I think I went from like liking Alpha to like really liking him during this portion of the game, to be honest.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Yeah, that's the Goo Lake.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
And yet, we still have to keep moving forward. Alright, fear and loyalty.
Still, if it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
Probably just fear,
They
right?
didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps. But frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty.
I don't know why I was
Loyalty is
thinking like this is how I'm
advantageous for
gonna
any ruler.
adjust my glasses.
For
I was getting ready for like the
Means
anime
acolytes
guy.
willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right.
It's
The only
interesting having a
difference being
Renin
you
Lord
never
here to
demanded
provide
such a thing.
that additional
You wouldn't.
perspective. Even if it's
All
a
lords
very
are masters in the
hard
art of
question to talk
manipulating their
about.
subjects' hearts, whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods. The outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
Because Volron would have just dropped them like so fast. If there was a resistance force, you would actually have wiped them out like probably like 3 minutes at the absolute most. That's just the type of man that he is.
Shion!
Wait! Something's not right.
Everyone. They're gone.
Poor thing.
All alone.
I still remember that cutscene like it was only yesterday, if I'm being completely honest with you guys.
Please help me.
Shion,
It's so dark. Everyone.
we came to save you. It's okay now.
I do love that black dress on her, by the way.
Please help me. No.
Shion.
Lies.
This is still
There is
like,
immense dark
I don't know about you
asteroid
guys,
far too
but
far to be the work of a single
this is still a
individual. It's
very,
possible Volron's
very,
manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far
like,
away. We need
I don't
be
want to
much
say
closer.
Only to do
horrendous cutscene, but like,
So we fight fire with fire.
it was like horrifying to me at first, like having to deal with
I'm all alone.
like all this, if I'm being completely honest.
Die. But I
Because think about it.
can't live.
All these thorns are coming out, lashing out, like, this is all just a lot.
Shion, we're coming for you! Won't let you down this
Okay, I
time.
keep trying to use the Severing Wind, like, Flaming Sword combo.
nothing compared to
Rinwell, girl, you gonna do remotely anything?
I can take whatever you give me.
There's a lot of thorns here.
Open your eyes.
We could really use some magic, Rinwell. You good? You good over there, girl? Like, trust me, it would be incredibly helpful. You know what? No. No. I'm getting Kisara in here.
Rising Falcon. Rising Wyvern.
But I think the thing that's scary is that this is what the thorns have the capability of doing.
Not a chance.
That's kind of scary. And this is only if Shion's emotions really get out of hand. We've now seen exactly what that can maybe look like. As you guys can see, it wasn't a serious fight.
The thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us! I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Elfin!
She thinks we
I
left her
remember
all
this
alone.
part from like Sailor Moon
Can't see
Classic.
us.
There was a scene that was very
Hear us.
similar to like this one, where
All of this
he's trying to get to her through the thorns, you know?
because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohaling. And so am I.
The music's so fitting.
Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it.
Aww.
Shion.
I still love this cutscene so much. This is my second time seeing this cutscene, or third time if you count editing. But I love this cutscene so much.
Alvin! How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
Look at her. Oh, she's so pretty. Ah, I love this cutscene so much. This is probably one of my favorite cutscenes in the game. Just like in terms of like overall vibes and like
There is no more time for us to rest.
well, overall vibes and just the cinematography. Like it's so.
Let us finish this.
I can't help but have like a smile on my face every time I see this cutscene. All right, Mr. Sovereign.
Let's go. Full run is waiting.
We got it. Our team's here.
Hey, Alvin?
What is it?
while I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me,
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say that pain is some kind of reward.
some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head too?
Like, do you hear their dynamic now? They used to like hate each other, if you guys remember, all the way back in Calaglia. And now they're just like, obviously this is like kind of stereotypical love story type vibes, but like
It's been a while.
I like their take on it. I really do.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
Look at her. That's me. That's
We
literally
all
me.
express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Mother is right. And so, I guess while we're here, we're actually gonna wrap the episode in just a second, because I think this is actually a good spot to end it.
Thanks. I'll be okay.
With that said, though, for one, now they have Shion back, there was something that I did want to touch base on. We actually unlocked what's called they call it a master art for some reason, but this is just Alphen's second mystic art. This mystic art is a lot harder to pull off because it requires you to have a hold 2 of the volume buttons with a 5+ combo performed using several arts. So I don't know if that means 5 separate arts or 5 hits with different arts. Kind of hard to say, but in one of the upcoming episodes, I did pull it off in my original recording. I don't know if I'm going to be able to recreate that. So I'll probably show that off like in the episode that it happens in, if I remember. But let's go ahead and watch this last skit and then kind of take things from there.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago. Yes, that is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
Everyone has their own burdens to carry. That's one of the things that like each of these characters specifically has.
Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
I knew that Dohalim was gonna make a comment. Like, I know I've seen this skit before, but I don't remember it. I don't remember a lot of these skits.
If it was bait he needed,
some of them will stick out here and there, though.
Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacks the power.
Dohalim brings up a very valid point.
Which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Dahnan rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
And we'll continue to keep finding more. Because if there's one thing that this game does, it gives us the answer to one thing, and then all of a sudden, like, we'll always go one step forward, with that one step forward is like 50 steps back.
Way to give us a
Through some
heart attack.
memories.
I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Shion,
You're okay now.
Oh, this is still cute.
Shion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
If you know that song Might You from My Hero Academia, like, that would have been perfect right here. But like I said, I was already gonna go on ahead and end things off here. So, you guys already saw a little peek-see poo of my save files. But next time on Tales of Arise, what we're going to do is that we're gonna finally storm the castle. And that one's gonna be a little bit of a long episode. It is very combat dense. So it might just be another session of me yapping. It took me about an hour last time and I was able to condense it down to like 24 minutes. I cut out half an hour's worth of battles before in the original cut of this, in the original recording of it. So I imagine that it might be somewhat of the same. I might actually try to change the pacing a little bit. We'll kind of see. Anyway, thank you guys also very much for watching today's episode. If you guys like it, go on ahead and give it a like or subscribe if you want to see more. Anyways, I'll go on ahead and see you guys on the next one, okay? See you guys then.